If your North Node is in the first house, this is the house of Aries. So now you're here to do the Aries things. And what is that? That's to be a leader and to work on yourself. And it's for you to take the lead. For you very energetic. So you're here to help others also to achieve their goals. It's you who's gonna do that. And now you're here to take risks and be adventurous and explore and be the open book. And also you're the one who is stand up. So you're here to stand up, and you believe the best of others. This is what you're here to do. Now your South Node was Libra, and your South Node means that you were dealing with people. You were dealing with people. You was cooperating. You was a good companionship. You was a leader, but you was a leader in a peaceful way. You brought peace to the environment. Now you're here to lead the environment. Now you're here to lead the environment, not behind the scene like a Libra would do. And a Libra, even though a Libra is in control, but now you're here to take the lead, to actually be a leader, and to inspire others to be a leader. And this is the first house, North Node in the first house. But you come in this world as the South Node Libra. So with the South Node Libra traits, which is the areas of life that you was messing with, was beauty, the beauty planet of beauty, love. So you already knew about love, and so you here to bring this love to help others and be the Superman, Superwoman, bring the same love and diplomatic skills to bring peace and also justice to the injustice, or help people fight for their freedom and help people in general. Now you're here to use the South Node Libra traits to help you in the first house, to work on yourself. But you ain't here to connect with others now. Now you're here to do your thing and take the lead, and others will connect with you, and you will be an example where others will follow you. You ain't here to ask for people approval. You're here to just go for it and do it. You already got the psychic empath ability and skills. You already got the highly intuitive mind that you brought with you from your past life. Now you got all these traits. You ain't here to do all that bonding and being behind the scene no more. Now you're really here to be in the front line, to speak up and be outspoken, and to bring new knowledge and new things to the world and create new events and new fun. Love and romance ain't fantasy no more. It's reality. And that's what you're here for. And you're here to use your communication skills to inspire people, motivate people. So once you follow your North Node, then you see why you have one in this life. But if you don't follow your North Node, in this lifetime, you will fail if you continue to act like your South Node. Your South Node is used for a tool. Now, if you got your North Node in the second house, this is the house of Taurus. So the only thing this means is that now you're here to be thorough on the earthly plane, to be more practical and be more about the organizations and more about living a good life and more about not being emotional but controlling yourself, and to live in peace and harmony, and to bring peace and harmony to your environment. Now you're here to use your gifts and talents, your creative skills, to create beauty, which means you could build a home or build things or do lawn work. But now you're here to even create your atmosphere beautiful and bring beauty to people's lives. And also you're here to help people prosper now. And it's all about what you value. And now you're here to be a go-getter when it comes to wealth. Yeah, wealth, but to share your wealth and to teach people how to become successful and to achieve wealth. So financially, you're here to master that and master the sensual part of you, where you know that sensual is good if you use it for the right reason, like meditation. You're here to live this life now as a Taurus, as the one who knows about family, who knows psychology when dealing with people. You know about the earthly plane. You know about nature. So your 8th house is Scorpio. Your 8th house is Scorpio. That's your South Node in your past life of what you was. And so you was the mysterious person. You was very penetrating, very strong, and you're very protective in the magnetic force. And you was off into the secrets and taboos and mysteries of life and all the researching and investigating. And so you had many psychic gifts and psychic abilities that you bring into this lifetime. And in the second house, which means the North Node in your second house of Taurus. Now you bring in the same gifts in this house to use to help you to deal with people and to unite people, to bring peace and harmony to people, and to have fun and live the good life. You ain't here to do all that researching and dissecting and investigating and being obsessive like you was in the past. So now you don't master that and you don't transcend past that. Now your journey is to be more loving and to become more harmony and more structure and show and unite the family and be more creative and live a good life. So now you put your energy into creating a good life for yourself and for your family and for those who need your guide and counsel. So you be the wise guide of the earth. So now you're bringing your emotional state to be more calm. Now it's for you to be calm and learn how to master your emotions in this world so you can be calm and more careful and more stable. And you're here to learn the value of insight, but also to create your practical reality from all the gifts of your 8th house Scorpion traits that you came into life with. Because you already know about sex, so that's not an issue. You could be a sex counselor and a guidance. And also, with the Scorpio manipulation, you ain't here to manipulate no more through sex or and things of that nature. Now you're here to use it for spiritual purpose. So your North Node is the path of your divinity and spiritual purpose of how you went in this life. So you understand empathy more than anybody. So now you can empathize with people without being so emotional because you done mastered that realm in reality. So now you can use your gifts, what you feel through your body to help people, and you can be definitely a light worker. I mean, those who love to help those because you got so much love and compassion in your soul. So now you're here for that. Investment, you mastered that in the past, like so you bring investment and finances into this life. So this is nothing to you. And you can utilize your gifts, your talents to definitely to be a financial genius and really have great wealth, not only for you but also for others. Your purpose is to help others to achieve and help others and help get them jobs, put them in good positions where they will prosper, not only with financially, but also help them mentally, emotionally, and all around. Because you understand energy, you understand it, you don't investigate in the past life, and because you was a psychic, you was a medium, you had all the gifts. Now you bring it into this life to use you to read people and to help people, and you know people talents, you know their gifts. So you're here to help inspire people to carry out their gifts and their talents, and to be a ground for other people to stand on and need. So being power oriented ain't gonna work in this life, or being a tough cook ain't gonna work in this life. Now you gotta be more cool and smooth with it. And this is how you use your power through persuasion. And this is your influence. And through your charm and through your good looking, attractive and magnetic force. And so now you're in here to be aggressive and dominant like you was in the past life. If your North Node is in the 3rd house, and this is the house of Gemini, and so your South Node was the 9th house, which is the house of Sagittarius. And so you come into this world as a Sagittarius, the 9th house energy. But now now it's your journey to walk the path of a Gemini. And so how this play out is that as the Sag, you had a big personality. You're very popular, very known. And plus, you're very spiritual, very happy-go-lucky person. So you master this room all about knowledge, being clairvoyant, and having a highly intellectual mind, and being all about the studies and all about growth, being all about justice and morality. And you love to travel, and you travel on a big scale. But also you was argumentative, and you was impatient, you hot-headed, and you felt to plan things, and you tend to preach, and you also will fear any responsibilities. And now you're into this world as a Gemini to be charming, entertaining with people, and to also to be considerate of people, and to listen to people more, and also to inspire people to be happy. Now you're here to Pay attention to every details in general. Because in the past life, you felt like you was too smart in the past life. You had that energy. You was wise in the past life. So you bring that same wisdom, that same clairvoyance energy into this life. But now, instead of the whole world, you're trying to get yourself right, your inner world, get your mind right, and also get those who are around you right, your siblings, your community, people you know. Now you're here to inspire them and bring some positive energy towards them. But your main purpose is to be that thinker. Sit back and think on things and be acceptance of other people ways of doing things, and be acceptance of other people thoughts process without being blunt and tearing them down. So now you're here to kind of like compromise with people. You're here to compromise with people and also be for people, which means like root for the youth, inspire the youth, bring education to people, teach people, starting from the elementary level on up, because Jupiter is more wisdom, more on the fast, bigger scale. So now you're here to do it in your environment, your community, and those you love. Be an example for them. But you're not here to challenge no one like Jupiter did. Like Jupiter was harsh and took risks. Now you're here to think out things before you take risks. So now you're here to socialize with people, because Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, and then the ninth house didn't care. It was all over the place running on a big scale. Even though Gemini do the same, but Gemini do it more mentally. Their mind is always overthinking, jumping all over the place. Even though Sag too is high intelligence, but they're more action oriented. So now you're here to learn how to cooperate with people and create harmony in your environment, and love, and create peace in your environment, and create happiness and comfortability in the environment. And so you're here to have a good time, but it's with people, interacting with people, bringing them together, because you can do that, because you got many ways that you speak and express yourself. And plus now you brought the Sagittarius energy, Jupiter energy, so you know about people. You know all about people. You know about some of everything. You know Gemini is intellectual itself, but now you're here to do it within your environment, within your community. Now it's not the world you should be focused on. Now it's more of your world. And you're here to break things down to the smallest form for people who don't understand something, because you have many ways that you break things down and you do things. So now you're here to do that. You're here to be the interpreter that can break down anything that people don't understand, because you deal with words and you're a writer. So now you're here to do that. You brought your Sagittarius Jupiter energy into the third house. So if your North Node is in this house, you definitely know how to deal with children already. Or basically you learn how to deal with children, because Jupiter was a big planet and Jupiter was playful too. But you still brought some of that Jupiter energy in there. So basically you do know how to deal with children. So let me get that right with you. You know what I mean? And so this means that you should watch your intentions or your instincts to gamble and to take harmful risks, because you got the ability to think it out. When you got in the house of Gemini, you got the ability to think it out and use your logical thinking, and also your intuition, because Gemini is intuitive too. So Sagittarius is going to add on to the Gemini intuition. So you got all the abilities to achieve. And so how you achieve is through movement, through sound. So you can bring good music to people, poetry, arts, writing as a poet, and this will help many souls. And so you're here to be the interpreter of that and to teach. And this will help. And then you can use this to help people connect and bond together, all your gifts and your talents. If your North Node is in the fourth house, this means that now you're here to be on a journey of being family oriented and being all about the home, being all about your culture, history, and being all into your subconscious. This is the subconscious world. This you intuitively know. This is the mother energy, female energy, of knowing her child. So you're here to know people and to know humanity. Now this is your journey. You got all the psychic abilities and gifts because this the water. This deal with your emotions. Now you're here to master your emotions. You're here to master your emotions. You're here to also set a foundation for your family to grow in and to build off, which means set a foundation. Anything that deal with food, real estate, that deal with the home, anything that deal with social work, anything that deal with spirituality, because you deal with spirituality, and also anything that deal with your family. This is what you here to accomplish, to bring your family together, or to connect with your family, be more more into the home life. Because in your past life, you was a Capricorn, which means in the house of Capricorn it was your area of life. So you was in the field of careers and jobs and duty, and all you want to do is work and want to be skilled in something, and want to be a leader and recognition for your skills and your talents, and you didn't had a chance to be into the home life. Now you're here to give honor to your mother and all the women in your family and all the women in the world, and also to all those you love. It don't matter if it's a man, but you're here to give love to the family structure, and to now to love and to nurture and to help people through nurturing, and give good advice through your intuition, from your knowing. So you're here to do that. You're here now to learn how to balance out your emotions, and this is how you win. And also to balance out your work life with your home life, because you need your home life in this time of age. Even get a job that deal with the home life, because in the 10th house as a South Node Capricorn, you was more practical in the past life, a hard worker, and all about the high status. And you was the type also about money, about wealth, even though you had wisdom of the world. But now you striving to have wisdom of the subconscious world. Yes, the spiritual world. So in the past life, you was all about being organized and following the traditions and being conventional. But now you come to this world, the Cancer world, listen to your intuition, being a natural empath and clairsentience, where you can feel the energy. Because when you was in the past life, you built, and now you're in here to feel. It was I build. You came to the world with I build, but now you're here to feel. I feel. And so you're here to use your feelings and use your intuition to be a nurturer who care for those and protect those. And you're here to bring your kindness, to bring peace and love and harmony to this world. So these are your gifts. And this is how you bring peace and harmony to the world. And you're here to protect nature, to protect the world from chaos. You're here to be that warrior for that. It's no more worry about being status seeking. And the way you gain status is through nurturing. And we do go out in the public, it's from your compassion, and people is attracted to your energy anyway. You're very creative. Now you're here to be creative and use your creative talents, and that's the way you get recognition in the public, because your creative skills is also going to show your nurturing nature, your caring and love. Because what you're going to create going to be something that deals with love and creativity, that will bring harmony and balance to many souls. Now, North Node in the 5th house, and this is my placement, and this is the house of Leo. North Node in the 5th house, and this is the house of Leo. So my South Node, and those who have this placement, your South Node is Aquarius. And so in the past life, you were very communicative, very highly intelligent, have a scientific mind, and also highly intuitive. But you also was the type who had strong belief in something, which means human reforms. And also you were the type who was a loyal friend, but you can be behind the scene type of person. It was all about your thoughts and your ideas, more about you like to experiment, but also you was detached. but you was also a friendship, but you were kind at the same time, but you was also about the mysteries of life and weird to some people. But you always was on humanitarian issues, and you was into the creative arts. You mastered all these placements, but you got into telecommunications, and you was the one who might had a little fame and recognition for your scientific work or your philosophy and things like that, or for something that you invented new in the past life. But you bring this energy now into the fifth house, and you bring this house into the house of Leo. So now you're here definitely to have fun, to be that child again, and to listen to your inner child, which means your intuition, your heart, your heart. So from your heart is how you speak now. It's not from the mind, but you do bring the mind in this house, and you connect your heart to the mind. So now you're speaking more to your heart than your mind. So your heart is very important. So that means like being very creative, because you already got the creative powers of Aquarius in the 11th house, the South Node. So Aquarius in the 11th house, South Node, you already got the same type of creativity ability, but now it's gonna make you more creative and in the limelight. So now you gonna be in the spotlight now, and now you gonna be the one who's gonna experience love affairs and connect with people, and the one who inspire people and very playful, the one who about your pleasures and entertainment. Now ain't gonna be all that attachment, and also you're gonna be more have like a sunny nature, happy nature, more outgoing nature, more like Aquarius is outgoing, but when you got fire here, this will make you more outgoing, more in the public, and acceptance of people. Because Aquarius already was acceptance of people, so you already got that. So now you're here to basically have fun and to create. You're here to listen to your heart and live by your heart, live by your soul, and this is how you win. And you're here to be the one who make films and be the playmaker of the world. But you're here to get yourself right, because this deal with yourself, to deal with yourself. You're here to not to be influenced by people, but be influenced by your heart. Now, you're here to be influenced by your heart and to listen to your heart. And you're still here to connect with people, but it's from your heart. So now you have a platform. Now you have a stage. So now you must perform, and now you must create your reality and have fun. So I know in the past life you was all about the group, and you had like a lot of compromising with the group and getting along with the group. But now you're here to do it yourself, to be the spark of that group. Now you're here to be the spark of the group, but still be a part of that group. At the same time, you're here not to be bossy of the group, but you're here to participate dearly. So like Aquarius can sit back, but you're here to participate in that group, so you can bring a lot of light to that group, a lot of healing to that group from your intuition. So in the past life, you dealt with magic, you dealt with spirituality. And so now you're here to bring all of that into this life. Your highly claircognizant ability, you're here to bring it into this life. And so, and walk the life of a Leo, to help you to know the human nature, so you know how to deal with people. You know people's talents. You're here to inspire people, gifts and talents, because you know about people's gifts and talents more than anyone, because you know what people are capable of and their potential. So now you're here to uplift people and bring light to people, bad situations, to people when they feel depressed and down and out. You're here to bring that light, the happiness there, to make everybody feel good. So now you're going to do a little people pleasing. Like the Aquarius, the 11th house don't do all that pleasing people, but you're here to definitely please people a little bit. It's a balance to it. So now you're here to do that. Now you're here to interact with people and experience love affairs and sex affairs without all that attachment. Now you're here to do all that until you find that one for you. Now you're here to be very playful and very skilled, and not be all in your mind all the time. Now you're here to actually go out and have fun, and actually do things that create peace and harmony through fun. So that's all this means, because Leo is clairvoyant. So because you imaginative. Now you can imagine something to create. So now you can be the writer and all and everything that deal with creativity, and you're here to do that. And so when you be creative and you have fun and you live in the fifth house and do the things of the fifth house, that's how you win. And if you're still acting like the Aquarius energy in 11th house, you see why you fail, because you're not attaining what you're supposed to attain in life. So with this being said, if your North Node is in the 6th house, then this means that this is the house of Virgo, and your South Node is in the house of Pisces, which is the 12th house. And so you came into this world as a Pisces, the 12th house, to fulfill the 6th house placement. Now, since you came into the world as a Pisces, it means that you came into the world with a sixth sense, clairvoyant, psychic, and you all about the dreams and love and illusions, and you came to the world to be helpful and creative and loving and caring. This is how you came to the world, with this energy. You came to the world with understanding of others already. So when you got all this, and you came to the world with a great memory and a great sense of humor and wisdom already as an old soul, and you the one who know about fantasy, dreams, and all that here, into this house, and you have that compassion for humanity, and you're very gentle and kind, and very spiritual and mystical. Wow, you come to this house very powerful. Now you come to this house with this energy. Now you walking the journey of the house of Virgo. So the house of Virgo says that the way you win as your North Node is that you have to be gentle, but also help, not only gentle, but to help serve people and do things for people. And every small thing you do for people, now you're putting your emotions that you had in the past life into more practical, concrete evidence. Now you're manifesting it through this Virgo house and energy. Now you be able to help people with practical things. Now you be able to use not only your intuition or your psychic ability, but your intelligence, your higher mind, which is intelligence, but also you're able to use your communication skills. And so now you're here to bring healing in a practical way. You're here to use your psychic ability in a practical way. And so if you don't do it in a practical way, you still act like a Pisces, you still failing. And now you know why that you're not advancing, because you're not being more practical with it. You're not being the one who bring the facts. Now you the type who gonna research and find the data. And now you're gonna research and come up with something new. Now you're gonna research. And now you can be all about knowledge and information, because now information and knowledge is really what help you now. Not only your intuition, but now by you reading, by you doing things that deal with information, all this help you by you being the one who speak your truth or speak about love or speak about spirituality. This will help you. So now you're here to do that. You're here to bring healing and bring a daily routine to your life, because in the past life you ain't had no routine. You just flow with the spirit and let the energy flow. Now you're here to bring a routine, a helpful routine every day. Now you're here to take care of your health and use the earth to take care of your health, like vegetables, herbs, fruits, things that's helpful. Now you're here to eat healthy, not just be spiritual and to teach people about this. Now you're here to teach people about this. Now you're here to be a healer in a practical way and to use your psychic gifts that you already have to help people and inspire them where they could be able to be more realistic and practical, where they could take responsibility for themselves. So this is what you're here for now, because you all about the intellect. You're always thinking with your intellect, and this is what you're here for. So because in the past life you were more emotional. Now you're here to put your emotions in check and master your emotions, because you brought it into this world and walk the path of the Virgo with a cool, calm mentality, and be able to pay attention to other people's thoughts and their thoughts, so you can bring discernment to what is true and what is not. You're here to be that scientific mind and to dissect the code. And now you can create books and philosophy from the Pisces psychic ability that blend in with your Virgo intelligence, earthly intelligence at that, which is practical. So you're here to do that now. You're here to be the magical one and put it into reality, to manifest it. And this how you will make money. This how you will win in this life. So if your North Node is in the 7th house, this is the house of Libra. So your South Node was the first house, which is Aries. Because in your past life, you're all about yourself. You was all about yourself. You was that warrior, the Superman and Superwoman with creative powers who were very ambitious to accomplish your objectives and goals. And you want to win. The self want to win. You want to win in everything you do. You was the one who was very confident without anybody influence. You was a natural leader, very energetic, and you ready. You like to challenge people and challenge things. Now we get to it. Now you're here. When you get to know the 7th house, you're here to not be selfish no more and not to challenge people, but to be more acceptance of people's thoughts and their ways without challenging them. Now you're here to persuade people and use your mind to do that. Not to be impulsive like you was in the past life as the Aries first house back in the past life. Now you're here to be more about people, more bring peace to people. Now you're here to compromise with people and to show people what love is. And also you're here to inspire people and to bring happiness towards people's life, and to be a leader when it comes to be a peacemaker, bringing peace to environment and unifying people. Now you're here to do that, to bring unity to people. And also when there's chaos, you're the one who gon' now you're here to solve that and bring peace and harmony to the situation. And also you're here to bring justice to the injustice. And you're here to do that by using your mind. By using your mind and your heart, your empathic heart, to do that together. And so you're here to have your clear opinions and to speak out and to, be more mental and more a spokesperson, and also be more artistic and creative. And now you're here to be more loving and caring, and use your intellect when you go into action or you take action, and to be more charming and to use your powers to bring peace and harmony to any environment. You're here to do that. And you're here to show people what love is. And so you're here to partner up with people, get together with people, connect with people, and be into partnership in almost every situation. It could be a job, open a business. You do good in partnership in this life. You do good when you connect with people in this life. And when you don't connect with people, you be selfish, or you be like how you was in the past life, the Aries, then you see why you're failing. So now you're here to connect with people. You're here to connect with people and individuals and souls, no matter if it's partnership, relationship, friendship, or even if you got to talk to them on the phone, having a lot of people you can socialize with. So you're here to connect with people now, and also to bring peace to people, harmony, and be creative and use all your abilities of the Aries that you came to life with to achieve. And so this will help you be strong in any situation. You'll be very, very strong individual where it'll be easy for you to bring peace once you get yourself under control, because you're already strong. You don't care what nobody say or do. You will stand in it. So that's the script that you have with the Aries when you're on the journey to walking your Libra in this house, which is Libra North Node, the 7th house. Now, you're the type who debate thoughts. You're the type who here to socialize and to be in group gatherings and who people love. So you're the type of what they need. And so this is why you have to walk this life or walk this node, the North Node, in the 7th house to achieve and to win. Because it's good when you do that. You ain't only helping the people, but you're helping yourself to achieve in this lifetime. And so this will make you very good. You're a good mediator, a good negotiator. So business is nothing to you, because Aries give you the motivation and everything else to accomplish that. So that's nothing to you. So you can easily accomplish that. You can easily be the planner of events and do things. So this is something that you do naturally. And you're here to use your natural empath ability and skills to empathize with people. You're here to use your psychic skills because you're here to know people more than you know yourself. You're here to know the human nature. And so you're here to be a good counselor, good guide in this world. So people need people like you once you walk this journey. They need people who are a good counselor, good guide. Because you're the one who create balance in the world, like the judge, and you could be a great marriage counselor and the one who's a great therapist and psychologist and the healer in the world. Now, if you got your North Node in the 8th house, this is the house of Scorpio, Pluto, the house of power, the house of sex, the house of transformation. So now you're here to be in this realm of reality when dealing with your psychic mind, to know and understand what psychic ability is and to know what magic is and to use your powers. Now you're here to be the one. Now you're here to be the one who invests in things that would actually set a foundation for you and to be financially secure. And now you're here to do that. Now you're here to walk the path of connecting with people and vibing with people and also showing you're compassionate and also sharing your emotions with people because you deal with secrets. So you're here to now to understand secrets and to share your secrets also. But the secrets got to deals with metaphysics. The secrets deals with spirituality. Other than that, you can hold them secrets within yourself, and you will hold it within yourself. So now you're here to show who you are, to show your identity, to show your sensuality or your sexity of who you are. So tantrum meditation, which means sexual tantrum sex, meditation will be good for you because you got high vibrational sexual energy within you because your south node is Taurus, which is the 2nd house. Because you was already about getting money anyway. So now you ain't about being materialistic. You're more spiritual. So you already know how to finance. You already know how to get money. So now you use your finances as the Scorpion house. In the Scorpio house, you now use your finances to help people and to take care of your family. And also, you're here to transform and to be a better person, and the one who be all about social change and revolution, who fight for the revolution of something that's good. The one who understand what's hidden, understand spirit, understand how the energy work, and understand how to use spirituality to help people and to heal people. Now you're here to do that. Because when you were in the past life, when you were a Taurus, you were most likely grounded, more earthly. Even though you had all these abilities within yourself, now you're here to share it with others and cooperate with others, not be so preserved. And by you sharing the truth to the world about what is, this is how you win in this world. Yeah, so now you're here to be the investigator, the detector, the great medium, a psychic, and use your gifts to help people in the world and to bring solutions. You're here to bring solutions to problems in the world and issues. So you're here now to show unconditional love. You're here now to understand unconditional love, and so you go through many phases and changes till you get there. And when you're dealing with your North Node in the 8th house, you'll go through many things that will help you get there. You'll deal with authority figures who you might be fighting against, but you will learn from it. You will transform and keep moving on because this is a powerful energy in this house. Now you're here to become that power, not just utilize in the earthly way where you lived the good life in the past life. Now you're here to dissect the good life and break down the good life and go deeper than the good life and transcend the good life. So you go through many phases that deal with the good life. That's why money don't really mean nothing like like it did in the past, like to you. But you understand finances, and you can be anybody financial counselors and guide, because you got many ways people can come up. So with it being said, you're here to break taboos. Taboos, what people say that you can't do and can do, what the world can do and can't do. You're here to bring the truth and put out the truth, and show what is, and bring a new system to the world, a new way of doing things to the world, a new discovery of what you done discover about spirituality, or what you discover about the occult knowledge, exoteric knowledge. You're here to do that. So this is what you're gonna put your value into. Your value gonna go into the magical realm of spirituality. It's gonna go into breaking the taboos of what people say. And so you're here to do that. You're here to bring the truth out and expose whatever that's not real, because you don't deal with fakeness. Because in this house you deal with realness. So with this being said, now ain't all about that good living no more. Your wealth will come through things that deal with this house, that deal with Pluto. It could be like exploring new ways to have sex, and because you don't mind talking about sex and all that other stuff. So or it could be like discovering that sex is healthy and things like that. And because they said it was bad, you the one who gonna show them how healthy it is, and gonna find evidence and facts, and also listen to your psychic mind and abilities and your gifts, because you already got insight about the earthly realm, because you was living in the second house of Taurus in the past life. Now, when you got your North Node in the ninth house, Sagittarius, your journey is to explore, be adventurous, to get that wisdom, and to have some type of faith in something, to have faith in something that's spiritual. And so you're here to walk that path, to be the happy, upbeat, fun-loving, explorer person who gain wisdom, to be the student of life, and to learn from people, places, and things. And your life experience is the best teacher in this house. It will give you wisdom. So this is the thing. I think big house. I think big is your journey. And don't be on the petty stuff or small stuff. Now you're here to think big. You're here to think more philosopher, think in a wise way and use wisdom. You're here to use your creative skills and your ability and use your emotions. You use your emotions so people can identify with you and bond with you. Now you're here for that, because your south node is Gemini, which is the third house, which means you came into this ninth house with the Gemini energy. You came into this house with being a thinker, overthinking and thinking so much, and being a great communicator, and being very skilled when dealing with the word and lingo, being very skilled when dealing with searching for knowledge and finding facts and evidence, being very skilled. And you came to this house with all that quick, fast moving. So now you're in the house, in the ninth house. Now you can use your skills to even further your education on a wider scale. So you can take the Gemini energy, help you further your education on a wider scale. Now you're here to do it on a big level, like accept people of all kinds, accept the information of what they say. Even though you accept it, don't mean that you're gonna believe in what they say, but now you're here to accept that. In the past life, you were collecting facts, and you were the type who were quick with it and fitting in with everybody, and cooperating with everybody, and nobody could really tell if you're angry or not, because you were like a chameleon. But now in this life, and North Node in the ninth house, now in this life you're more knowledge seeking, more honest, and more frank, and more inspirational, and now you're being more open, and more, even though Gemini is open, but we're talking about more open on a bigger scale. And also now you are here to use your cooperation skills, or your social skills, to guide others. Now you're here to use it to guide others. Now you're here to be the teacher and the sage in the ninth house. You're here to be the ultimate healer and the one who have quick flashes of intuition and a good imagination. You're here to use these skills to bring new philosophy to the world and bring new poetry to the world and new art to the world and new music to the world. Now you're here to bring your skills and your talents to the world that'll help people in many ways. It will help people. It'll inspire them, motivate them. And so you're here to be the inspiration, the motivation speaker on a big scale. You're here to be the one who can teach people about spiritual growth and who has a very positive outlook on life. In the past life, you stayed so much in your mind, you was impractical. And also, you the type who used the gospel a lot and very nervous and non-committed at times and have a duality nature. Now, you're here to be practical and put into action the fire energy. And you're here to be a free spirit and the one who is definitely committed and loyal to whatever journey that you on. Now you're here to do that, but you're here to do it in the Sagittarius way, and that's through wisdom, through knowledge, because you deal with wisdom. North Node in the 10th house says that now you about careers, because you got North Node in the 10th house, so this means that your South Node is in the 4th house. So you came into here bringing the home life, your intuition, your subconscious into this house, and bring your psychic gifts and skills into this house, your nurturing ability, your caring and your loving persona in this house, or personality in this house. And so this is the house of careers. So now you're here to be disciplined and to discipline your emotions. Well, you have mastered that in the past life, your emotions, which are in the moon house. Now you're here to use your intuitive abilities to establish something, to establish a foundation, to build something. And now to be loyal to a tradition and also you're here to learn about authority and respect authority, and also show your authority and to accomplish something. You're here to accomplish something and work hard for it. Not to sit back and be like the nurturer, but to work for it, really work for it. And now you're here to use good organizing skills to put everything into plan and to organize. Now you're here to organize, to plan. It could be events, it could be people, but you're here to lead people because you're a good organizer and you're good with groups. Now you're here for that because your past life gave you the ability to know people, know how to deal with people, because you was the mother in the past life. Now you carrying out the father energy, which means now you're the authority figure, and now you're here to learn to understand the feelings and needs of others, which you already know how to do. Now you're here to not only understand the feelings and needs of others, now you're here to embrace it. Embrace your understanding of the feelings and needs of others. And so you won't criticize people or downplay them or be very critical to people. And so you won't be so harsh. And so now you're here definitely to be the one who move up in rank and status, and once you work hard for it, you will. You have to work and you will be persistent, because you have to be persistent to make it. And you're here to have some principles and some standards and live a respectable, practical life, the earthly life. And you're here to do that, and you will move up in the rank. And you're here to use your healing hands or your good hands to do labor or anything like craft work, anything that you can create with your hands or do with your hands. You're here to be on long-term projects and carry it out and things of that nature. You're here to do that. You're here to have a reputation for great achievements. So you're here to use all your Cancer energy, which means your psychic gifts and abilities and your nurturing, your caring gifts, and your persistent, your drive, and your cardinal water Cancer gifts to achieve and to help you when you got your North Node in the 10th house. When you got your North Node in the 11th house, this is the house that deals with humanitarian issues, that deals with magic itself and intuitive genius. So this house right here deal with friendship, partnership, and also this deals with thought and deal with action. So in this house here, you're here to do that. You're here to be into uh, humanitarian work, carrying out humanitarian work, and having your strong belief into human reforms, and you're here to be independence when it comes to thinking. So you're here to be a free thinking and take action your way. You're here to be a inventor, to create something that's new. You're here to do that because your South Node, which is Leo in the fifth house, you don't had your fun. You don't play. You don't experience a lot. You don't live life. You don't love life because you was in the house of Leo in your past life where you were the authority figure. Everything is about you. You were the performer. You're the one who inspire and motivate people. Now you're here to unite with people and connect with people. And also now you're here to unite with people and connect with people. You already got self-confidence due to your past life. You come into this life with some of the past life energy to use it to achieve the 11th house north node of Aquarius. And so you can easily achieve it because all you got to do is connect with people, bond with people. You already know with people. You already know how to have fun. You already know how to have fun and to create fun. And you already created your reality in the past. Like now you're here to bind with others so you can create your reality together. Now you're here to be more on topics that deal with the mind, philosophy, creating new ways of thinking, new ways of communicating, new ways of anything, even new inventions in the world that help people. And so you're here to do that. You're here to be a knowledge seeker and learn through knowledge and things of that nature. Because you done played in your past. Like now, you're here to be more mental, more in the mind, more get your energy together and be the teacher and be the one who get the great counsel to people, great advice that's different. You're here to be unique and different than the masses. And don't worry about being the same like others. And this is how you win, when you be different, when you be unique, when you use your creative skills by inventing something that's new. This is how you win. You're here to do that. You're here to be the humanitarian who give and who help. And you do that through your thoughts and through your words and through the mind, but also through your actions. So you're here to do that. You're here to be practical, different, and also mentally different, intellectual different, spirituality's different, everything. You're here to think outside of the box and not like the norm. Because in the past, you thought just like others, but you was the leader. So you thought like others because you wanted to connect with others. And now you're here to do your own thing, but bond with others also. You're here to bond with others. See, in the past life, you're more about you created. Now it's about we created. So your mind with others' minds and all thoughts come together because your thoughts gonna be different. Or bond and you can help create something new. Now you don't have to have a tendency or want to take undue credit no more because your talent gonna show, and plus you don't really care about that like that. You just want to invent something new, and people gonna give you your props anyway. Once you put your work out there, because this is something like gonna be shocking to the world when you invent something new because it's so different, and people are like, wow, yes, because that's how you go, that's how you roll. You are a different individual, not only your talents, your skill, but the way your life goes, the way you act. And so this is why people are always like, wow, they shocked every time you do something. When you got your North Node in the 12th house of Pisces, which means your South Node is in the 6th house of Virgo. And so you came into this life with the Virgo energy, the 6th house energy, which means you're good at taking responsibility for yourself. You're good at being reliable, and you got a good script of character, and whatever you believe in, you stick to it to the end, which makes you a hard worker, and you was a logical thinker, very sharp and keen logical thinking, having intuitive mind that know how to research and dissect, and you was knowledgeable about health, which means physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally all around, but you're knowledgeable about health, and you're very organized and very like neat and always took care of yourself, and that's how you was in the past life, and you bring this into this life. and you was emotionally warm, and you know how to deal with emotion. You had no problem with emotion, and you had learned it to you had learned discernment, learning to know what is right and what is wrong. And also you had a routine. You had a routine. You always had a routine, and you always persisted and consistent to get anything done. And you were like a professionalist. Now, in this lifetime, and enough know a Pisces walking the path of a Pisces. Now you're here to put all that away, all that practical realm, all that earthly stuff away, all that materialistic stuff away, or materialistic thinking away, or that. Now you're here to be more spiritual. Now you're here to bring and achieve your divinity. So spirituality is very important. To have faith without knowledge, without researching, without finding facts. Now you're here to have faith from your heart and listen to your intuition, listen to your psychic gifts that you were born with when you was a Virgo. Now you're here to use your psychic gifts as a Pisces and to walk in the Pisces light, where you can be clairvoyant, clairsentience, clairaudience, claircognizance, or a medium. You're here to use any psychic gift in the universal forces, which means through prayer or speaking it to existence or whatever way. But the universe will work with you as long as you're doing that. As long as you're doing anything that deal with divination. You could be the best healer, the best at any psychic gifts, astrologer, the best astrologer, the best numerologist, the best in tarot reading. You be the best spiritual master teacher, and the best at whatever you do that deal with the spiritual realm, because this is the house that deal with the emotions. So now you're here because you already understand emotions. You already got your emotions in check. Now you're here to be an empath to other people and to help people to understand their emotions, to understand and to share your emotions with others. You're here to share your emotion with others. You're here to spread unconditional love to others as an old soul. Now you is into the realm of becoming an old soul when you master this house or you walk this journey, because house of Virgo give you the ability to do that, because you already know that in the past life you dealt with facts, and so them facts still live within you. You know, you bring it to this realm of reality that you will be a true psychic. It's factual that psychics is real and everything is real. So now you're gonna be a true psychic, and you're gonna use your true psychic gifts to help and heal people. So now you're gonna use the gifts that you had in your South Node, which means Virgo, to be the healer. Now you're gonna heal without earthly things, without herds, without earthly type of things. Now you're gonna heal with your hands, with faith. With faith you can heal people by speaking it, by knowing you're gonna heal. Cause this is that type of energy. And so now you're here to be creative and to be versatile, and you're here to fulfill your life with spirituality and to be helpful. Now you're here to be creative, like I said, and to be gentle and kind to others and to understand others. And you did it from the past life through your intellect. Now you're here to understand people from the spiritual realm, from your feelings and from your emotions. And so now you're here to bond with people emotionally and to connect with those from your soul essence. Now you're here to be more loving and caring, and to trust the spirit and to trust others without being logical. So now you're here. So now you're here to rely on your spirit. You're here to rely on the universe, because you're naturally connected to the universe more than any other placement, because this is the last house. This is the house of the old soul. So now you're here to definitely connect with the divine, to use your sixth sense, your clairvoyance ability, and all your psychic gifts in this world and realm that will lead you into the right direction, and trust it, because you're always on point. All you have to do, trust it, and you can get jobs that deals with spirituality or divinity, and this is how you win. And creativity. That's all I got to say. I'm out.